Hi everybody and welcome to MomDas Life Handmade, and today I welcome you all to Sow Your Stash Open Collaboration November 2019. Just please excuse the background noise, there's some kind of construction work going in my neighborhood. Well, today is the day where including me, a lot of my friends who love to stitch come along and we share our Sow project together. So the playlist link is given in the description box below. Just add your video to the playlist and share your love for stitching. This is an open collaboration where every month I just give a date and time and I make a playlist where anybody and everybody is invited to join in with their Sow project, what they make, how they make, a video on it, and add the video to the playlist and share it with everybody. Some of my regular friends always join in. You also add your video to the playlist and enjoy the party. I want to thank each and every participant and each and every visitor who come to our videos and encourage us. Today's Sow Your Stash November series, I thought of making something cute and beautiful, but because of time restraint I decided to make a very simple project which is just so apt for the season, just so good for the winters. But then I ended up making another project because it was just too cute. I just could not stop myself from not making it. So my first project for today is ear warmer. The winters are coming, there's a little chill in the air. We would all love an ear warmer. What if it doubles up as a headband? So to begin with it, I'll suggest the kind of fabric to use. Can be fleece, it can be flannel, or it can be a woolen weave kind of fabric. Now if your fabric is stretchy, then you have to measure it before final stitching. And if it's non-stretchy, just give an inch allowance to do the final fitting. So how to measure the length of the fabric? A measuring tape. I'll start from the back of my head, a lower part, go over my ears and come till my forehead, top of my forehead. So here, and this is how I measure. So it comes to about 21.5 inches, and I'll take my fabric 1.5 inch extra. So for the ear warmer headband, I'm going to start with my length 23 inches in length for the headband. So this is my fleece fabric, two pieces of 23 inches in length and approximately 4 inches in thickness or width. If you want a wider one, you can go up to 5 inches, but I prefer this much. So I took approximately 4 inches wide and 23 inches in length, two pieces of this. I'll stitch along the length like this. Now it's the right side facing each other. After stitching, it will become a tube and I'll open it right side out and then do a top stitch little inside from the border. I would prefer to do a zigzag stitch. If you cannot do a zigzag stitch, just do a plain run stitch so that this piece lays flat. This is a very small project and I'm just using scraps of fabrics that were left over from my previous project, and this is a tiny piece. This is actually 3 inches, approximately 3 inches wide and 4 inches in length. I'm just gonna turn it over, fold it like this and do a zigzag stitch to close this edge and do 2 top stitches so that I get a tube like this which would lay flat. Now this piece is ready. I did a top stitch and then a zigzag stitch after turning it around, and this is a nice flat strip. Now this is the smaller one, and even on this I did a central zigzag and top stitch on the sides. Then I'm going to turn like this and do double stitch, 2 lines of run stitch here to secure this. Turn it around so that it becomes a small tube. Now I will pass this piece through this tube. Either bring it to the center or bring it to one side of the forehead, and it will be like a bow. And then I'll measure it over my head once more, and then stitch here on this side, on the wrong side. I'll stitch, and then after stitching I'll lay the two sides flat and stitch it again. Now this stitch line will not be seen because it would be against your hair, and the neat side will only be seen outside, like this. This thing just took me a couple of minutes to do, and it's very comfortable, and I think it looks nice as well. What do you say? For this cute little angel ornament, the main things that will be required are two circular pieces of fleece in contrasting color. So I've taken a pink printed fleece fabric and a green printed one. They are circles and approximately this much in size. You can take any size. So two of them, and because these fabric will not fray, I don't have to turn them around. I'm just going to place them the right sides out, and I'll do a zigzag stitch around the edges all around it. Another piece that I need is two pieces of same color fabric. This I took in a contrasting fabric color to these pieces because this should stand out well. Again, I would stitch along the edges with zigzag stitches, just because it looks little decorative and I don't have to turn it around. It makes life little more simpler. Next important piece that I need is a circular piece which is about 2/3 these big circles, and this is in baby pink color, or one can use a skin color or a soft butter color, and this is going to be the face, so this color choice, a light color, and half the size of a little piece of cardboard. Other than these, I will need some cotton, needle and thread, a few decorative lace, and a fancy button, and a ribbon to tie everything. Now I'll take this cardboard piece and add some little bit of cotton over it, place it over the circular fabric like this, and now I will stitch along the edges, just one run stitch all around it. Knot it and cut it. This would give the face of the angel. I'll take this fancy little golden ribbon, and it has got scalloped edges, so I'm going to use this to make little fancy hair or some ornaments on her head like this. So stitch this also together so that it stays in place along with the fabric. One can glue this step instead of stitching. Now I decided to use a little red ribbon for dangling this ornament, so
This should be fine. So stitch this also, or again one can glue it. At this point I take this circular piece that I have stitched around the edges. So one side is pink, the other is green. I will keep the green facing me and fold it like this. So 1/3, 2/3. So it's like 1/3. At 1/3 I'll make a fold like this. Turn it around and bring it forward like this, like a flap of a dress. See, like this, like a flap of a dress. Now I'll take a fancy button. It's a pretty flower in 3 layers, 3 shades of pink, and attach it here using needle and thread. Now I'll take the head of the angel, place it here and stitch it again. So this heart shape will work as a wings, and I'm going to fix everything together like this, and this will form a beautiful angel. I did a little shortcut and made a little mouth using felt tip pen. I hope you liked my today's DIYs, my today's sew project. Thank you so much for visiting. Please visit the playlist and watch everybody's videos. Thank you so much for your time and appreciation. See you soon in my next video. Take care.